Hi, everyone. Welcome to today's episode of the Love and Light Show, where your special guest is Mollie, and I'm so excited to have her on today. When we joined the KBB program on the very first night, I loved her energy. She's from Canada too, so I was like, yay, sister energy. And we're going to be talking about Sacred Phoenix, out of the ashes and into yourself. So we're going to talk about beautiful practices and rituals that you can have into your life, how you can heal old wounds and move forward, and then how to add more self-love, self-acceptance, and self-celebration into your life. So I'm so excited for this episode. And definitely stay tuned to the end, where she's going to lead us through a beautiful guided meditation that's going to be intuitively guided for our highest and best good.
Yay.
So I'm so excited that you've joined us today. Thank you so much, Mollie.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. I'm so happy to be here and just grateful and blessed. Thank you.
You're welcome. My pleasure. And this is the Love and Light Show, where every Wednesday and Friday at 1 Atlantic, 12 Eastern, 9 Pacific, we bring you different light workers and coaches and heart-centered entrepreneurs who are doing incredible work in the world to support you guys on your journeys, so you guys can have the next best step. You can learn about different tools and techniques and modalities so that you can be served first and foremost for yourself. You can learn and grow and expand, and then you can share your light with other people so that we can all be the change that we want to see in the world together.
Yes.
And I'm Laura McPhee. I'm a joyful goddess, a speaker, healer, and coach, and I love empowering women to live their dream lives now, not to put it off into later, not to believe the limiting beliefs that say that they're not good enough or pretty enough or smart enough or whatever enough yet, so you can clear those and move forward and unconditionally love yourself, heal your past, and move forward to love the life that you're living now and love the relationships that you have in it. And I'm so excited that this Saturday I'm going to be doing a Manifesting 101 workshop. People have been asking for the next step after clearing money blocks 101. So I'm going to be going through a 3-hour online workshop with 10 beautiful souls who are really divinely guided to live their dream life now, so they can get super clear on what that looks like, their life vision statement. We can clear any and all blocks and limiting beliefs that have been coming up, that have been preventing them from living that right now, any resistance that's been coming up for them, so they will be put in alignment with it. We're going to do daily practices and meditations and all kinds of things, and it will all be recorded, so you guys can do those meditations on a daily basis or weekly basis or whatever you feel called to. And also you can do this whole practice throughout your life, so it'll be tons and tons of value. I'm super excited for the people who've already joined, and I'm so excited for anyone else who's feeling called to do that. So I'll be sure to put that in the comments below. And Andrew joined us live. Be sure to say hi to us. We can't see you because we're on the live platform. You have to say hi. So Andrew said, don't miss out on this. Woo! He's a part of our KBB Weekly Accountability Call. He also just opened up an incredible soulmate high vibe single ladies group. So definitely check him out. His content is incredible. So definitely do that. And I'm so excited to have Mollie on today. She's a women's empowerment coach and helps women fully embody their womanhood. So thank you so much for joining us and for doing all the incredible work in the world that you do to help women be happier and shine their lights brighter.
Oh, yay. What a beautiful intro. Laura, you're so amazing.
Oh, thank you. You're so sweet, love. So how do you help people build incredible practices into their life so they can be happier right now?
Oh, well, I love everything you just said.
Thank you.
Everything you just said was just so in alignment with everything that I am so passionate about.
Yeah.
And I call my program the Sacred Phoenix because I truly believe that we retransform over and over and over throughout our lives. And it doesn't matter how far down you've burnt yourself out and how empty and depleted you are. We are strong enough. We are women, and we can rebuild our lives into whatever we want.
Mm-hmm.
And
I love that.
I started this journey out of the ashes.
Mm-hmm.
3 years ago, I hit a wall, and I was working in a job that I absolutely adored, but I was burning the candle at both ends, and I ended up having to check myself into a hospital to revive myself. And the first thing that I did was go to yoga. And that led me to teacher training. And as I was sitting there in my teacher training for yoga, I had this vision of a woman standing on fire. And there were flames, like winged flames coming out from behind her. And ever since then, it's just, that has been such a power for me to teach from. We are we hold humanity within our bodies.
Yeah.
We are creators. We teach, we lead, not because we choose to stand in that place, but because we're women. Because that is our power and our grace. So I believe that women today, and a lot of women, have forgotten that power because of our societal norms, right?
Yep.
And so that is why I love teaching this course and to women, to help them remember how powerful they are.
I love that. And I know when you were sharing your story, the thing that like blew my mind is when you were in the hospital and the nurse gave you an IV. She's like, "This is normal." And I'm like, what kind of world are we in where burning out is the new normal?
Is the new
We're, like,
normal.
depleting ourselves and sacrificing ourselves to the extent of extreme disease is
Right?
normal. I'm like,
Yeah.
that shouldn't be what we go for. It's like
No.
the current success way is not working. Of like, get married, get into school, have kids, burn yourself out, try not to die at 40. Like
Exactly. Put everybody. I was 37 when I burnt out, and I had been trying to be the sexy girl, like single girl, right? Sex in the City. I'm Carrie Bradshaw, right? Being the sexy girlfriend, being the mom, being the successful business person, being fit, working out, 4 hours a week or 4 hours a day, like training for ultra marathons that I didn't even want to do, but I had to get it done. And, being superwoman, because that's what we think we're supposed to do. And yeah, you're going to burn out. You're not, our bodies are not meant to. And it's not like I got to the hospital and I was like, oh, this is totally new for me. No, I was given signs. I had been suffering for years, and I was ignoring the signs because my ego was like, you can do it. And, the signs get stronger and stronger and stronger. It's like a pebble at first, and then a bigger rock, and then a stone, and then you're like, I'm hitting that wall.
Yeah.
So, the messages come through. It's just, we're not trained to listen, and we don't clue in before it's too late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how do you help your clients heal those wounds when they're like, oh, this is what I'm dealing with now, I'm hitting these walls? How do they move forward?
Well, the first thing we do is remind them that we're human, and that our imperfection is what makes us human.
Yeah.
And we become aware of patterns, we build consciousness, we heal, and we let go. And then we start looking at, building the future. What do you want your future to look like? And we build self-love practices and nourishing practices and celebration practices, and all of those things that seemingly are insignificant on their own, when they come together, create this empowered and beautiful new life for people.
Yes, I love that. And it's important to celebrate the little wins, because I feel like there's so many women who are like, I'm not there yet, or I compare myself to someone else's journey, or that book author or mentor or coach, or their sister's journey, or their coworker down the street's journey. Like, it's so important to be like, this is mine. And maybe a big step for you is like getting out of bed today. And that's like a lot of energy. So celebrate that. Like, celebrate that you're watching this right now. Like, yay!
Exactly. Totally.
You're feeding your mind with incredible things, like big and small. And those things will just like add so much momentum to be like, I'm doing so much, and to love yourself while doing it, instead of like, I'm doing 2 out of the 50 things that I want to be doing. Be like,
instead of judging yourself.
Yes.
Right? Like, for a new mom, I had twins, and I hemorrhaged at the birth. So I had all these incredible ideas of what motherhood would be like, right? I was going to stock my fridge with breast milk, and I was going to, be a super mom.
Yeah.
And holding my baby boy in the delivery room, and I was like, oh, something's wrong here. And I hemorrhaged. And so my body failed the ideals of what I thought it should do. And so as I was trying to raise my children and grow my children, I was also trying to heal my body.
Yeah.
Right. And so, yeah, celebrating, I woke up this morning and brushed my teeth.
Yes.
Right. I may have not have gotten to a shower, but
Mm-hmm.
I brushed my teeth and I ate breakfast, and now I have the strength to care for my children.
Yeah.
Or I put on some pants today, and you know, those things that we think are insignificant to the larger picture, when we're doing our best in that place, they're still huge goals.
Yes. And I remember how I used to like want to be perfect and superwoman and all those things. And I was like, I have to do 110%. And I always show up like this. And on the days where I'd have lower energy or feel sick or be on my moon, I'd be like comparing myself to my peak state of all that.
Yeah.
And it's like, your best changes. The Four Agreements is a
Yes.
powerful book to be like,
Yes.
on different days and different times of my cycle and different seasons of my life, I will have different energy, and me doing my best
Yeah.
is only known by me. No one in the outside world knows what my best can be this day because they're not in my body. They're not connected with my body's wisdom and what I'm feeling called to do or not do
Absolutely.
today.
Absolutely.
So that's super powerful.
Such a powerful message. It's
Mhm.
we teach that in yoga class when people come to a yoga class and they're shy about looking good, or that
Yeah.
girl's bendy, or that guy can touch his toes, right? And it's
Mhm.
it's the spotlight effect, right? What other
Mhm.
people think of you is none of your business. And
Yeah.
odds are they're busy thinking about themselves. So
Yeah.
you know, get over it, do your best, be comfortable, or compassionate to yourself, be
Mhm.
loving, do what you can,
Yeah.
whatever that is today.
And so many people who have those comparisons, like I know I used to go to the gym and yoga and be like, oh, I like took a couple months off and I can't bend and touch my toes as far as I used to be able to and all those things. And it's like the more I've loved myself on this journey, the more I've been so compassionate and have been like even more confident in my own skin.
Yeah.
Like it just feels like this different centered, peaceful feeling of like, yeah, someone just looked at me and I'm not creating the story of what they just thought of that worst case
Yes.
scenario that I was bullied with when I was 10. Like it's so interesting that the self-love journey has so many more benefits than people typically
Oh,
talk about.
very much so. Very much
Mhm.
so. I took the winter off working out,
Mhm.
and I started working out this spring, and going back to messages, I have a hill behind my house here that I like to climb, and I was
Mhm.
climbing it for the first time after this ice and snow was gone, and I'm breathing deep and like really
Mhm.
struggling. And I went back into that old pattern of you know, you should have been working out this winter, and this is, you know,
Mhm.
why. And then I received this message from a podcast I was listening to, and all the only words that came through were, "You're breathing the breath of God."
Ooh.
And it made me stop, and I was like, oh,
Mhm.
i'm I'm sucking in this air, and yes, it's hard for me, but my body will adapt, my body will get better. But
Yeah.
this is giving me an opportunity to breathe in everything that I need to receive in order to
Mhm.
gain strength and move forward. And
Yes.
yeah, it just, awareness and self-love empower you to do amazing things.
I love that. What are some top tips for people who want to add more of that self-love and self-celebration and acceptance into their life?
Oh, so many. Where do I
I
start?
know. Your favorites or the ones that you find that your clients love the most, maybe?
um, Meditation.
Mhm.
I cannot tell you how many benefits meditation has,
Mhm.
and I teach meditation regularly, Monday, Wednesday, Friday,
Aw
through the One Mind app. So if anybody wants to join on, it's a free app.
awesome.
7 o'clock Pacific time, we wake up and we do this beautiful meditation together. And
Mhm.
that in itself, sitting for 10 minutes, whether it's guided or not guided, there is so much in that stillness. You
Mhm.
know, you are receiving, you are allowing, you are letting go. You're, and it's all just being present.
Yes.
So definitely meditation, journaling, getting out into nature.
Mhm.
Before all of this started for me, the only thing I knew was nature.
Yeah.
And the only thing that I understood was that when I was in nature, I connected to something bigger than myself.
Yes.
And that's where it all started for me.
Mhm.
So in those moments of anxiety or anger and angst, getting out into nature and just breathing it in,
Mhm.
so loving for yourself.
Yes. I love
Yeah.
that. And definitely share with us in the comments below, guys. What's your favorite self-love or self-care habit or ritual? Or one that you even are like deciding to commit to that you're like, yeah, meditation's been calling me. I need to be more consistent with that practice. I know that that's been a deeper one for me because I know when I do my like 20-minute meditations, I
Mhm.
get a lot more downloads. And
Mm.
I've started to pair it with like the massage chair after the gym. It's really fun
Mm.
to meditate for 20
Nice.
minutes while you're being massaged. Time goes really, really fast then.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's all kinds of ways that you guys can add in habits where it feels better. And I like to really add in habits to things that you're already doing. So even starting an affirmation in the morning or setting an intention, it's like if you're washing your face and brushing your teeth and just peeing and washing your hands, you're in front of that mirror. I love putting post-it notes up and like writing on my mirrors
Mhm.
because it literally will shift your mind one
Yeah.
baby step at a time. You'll change that old neural pathway and your old habits into new ones. So it's
Yeah.
super important to like
Yeah.
give yourself that time.
And you can do it anywhere. I mean, you can
Yeah.
meditate at a stoplight. You
Yes.
can take a breath at a stoplight. You can ground yourself as you're driving to work. You
Mhm.
can do this as you're going up the stairs.
Yes.
It does not have to be a ritualized sacred space. These are all
Mhm.
things that can fit into your life. I drive down the street saying affirmations to myself all the time,
Yes. Mhm.
so they're not, don't limit yourself by creating a perfect practice.
Yes. Mhm.
You can do it anywhere.
Yes. And it's interesting that you say that because when I started doing this, I'd find that I look forward to those pauses in my life of like waiting in line to get my groceries checked out and like little things like that. And then I would also notice that because I didn't have resistance to waiting anymore, I'd get like all the green lights and
Yeah,
like I'd go through the queues of things really quickly and I would just like pick the one that was the best option. And it's like
right?
now that I'm okay with waiting and I'm
Yeah,
like, oh yay, I'm like celebrating waiting spaces in my life to do some breath work.
yeah. Or like
There's like,
traffic.
oh yeah.
Traffic, right? Like I mean, in Kamloops, we don't have a lot of traffic, but when I go into the big cities and I'm sitting in traffic and I'm
Mhm.
happy and I'm grounded, I'm smiling at people,
Mm.
and people smile back and
Yes.
traffic, everybody's like, oh, you go first, right? And it
Mhm.
changes everything.
Yes. Mhm.
Yeah.
High vibration, guys. And
Yeah.
Deanne shared, I've been practicing aerial yoga this past year. Very spiritual for me.
Mm, I
Beautiful.
love that, Deanne.
I love that. I did an acro yoga class and I was like, oh my gosh, it opens you up in such a different way. Like there's so many different types of yoga. And I feel like a lot of people don't know that. They'll just see if they're not into the spiritual world, they'll just be like, oh, I saw someone do like a really like fast-paced yoga and that looked like a lot. It's like restorative yoga was my favorite in corporate
Mm,
because I couldn't handle other
I
stuff.
know.
It was
Air
just like
yoga.
I needed to like
Yoga, I mean, you can put any rainbow or bow tie around yoga. And I always say it's like giving broccoli wrapped in chocolate, right? Like I've I've taught beer yoga, I've taught chair yoga, I've taught wine yoga. Like it does not matter what gets you on the mat or what gets you into
Mhm.
class. That is
Yes.
insignificant to what you receive when you get there.
Yes, so true. I love
Yeah.
that. And summer is a beautiful time. There's lots of like yogas in the parks. So if you
Yeah.
guys are like wanting to test out yoga, definitely see what's around because sometimes there's even like pay what you can or like free type classes to like
Yoga everywhere. Yeah.
just enjoy the energy.
Yeah.
And I'd love to enjoy the energy of that beautiful meditation. So everyone can take
Yeah.
a moment out of their day to give yourself this beautiful gift. I know that I'm guilty of like listening to all the stuff while I'm doing stuff in the background. And that's awesome. But right now we're going to do this beautiful meditation. So give yourself this gift and this time for a couple minutes to just pause and go deep into yourself.
Yeah. Oh, yes, very much so.
Mhm.
All right. So, everybody, wherever you're at, coming into a place where your body feels comfort, Whether that is sitting or laying, it totally doesn't matter. Putting your feet on the ground, sitting cross-legged, but coming into a place where your body is being supported by gravity, where you can just let go and receive. Maybe giving your body a little shake. And then taking a beautiful deep breath in, filling to the very top of your breath, and then slowly sighing it out your mouth. Letting it all out, taking it all the way down to the bottom of your breath, squeezing your belly button to spine, and then inhaling through your belly, extending your belly button out, filling up that expansiveness of your belly. And then breathing into your lungs, filling your heart space, feeling your ribs expand, filling all the way to the top of your breath. And then slowly, with control, letting it out of your body. Once again, taking it all the way down, squeezing your belly button to spine, and then inhaling through your belly. Filling your belly, filling your lungs, breathing all the way up to the top of the breath, and then slowly letting it go. We'll do that one more time because it feels so good. So taking it all the way down to the bottom of the breath, squeezing it out, like you're pushing that used up energy from the bottom of your lungs out of your body. And then inhaling through your belly once more. Filling into your lungs, filling your heart space. And then slowly letting it go. And then just coming into a beautiful, relaxed breath. Breathing in new breath, breathing in new life. This beautiful gift from the universe, from God, from Spirit. And exhaling out all that no longer aligns with you, all that you no longer need. Just letting it go. Breathing in and exhaling out. Relaxing your body completely, feeling the weight of your body in this present moment. Letting go of what has to happen later today or perhaps what happened this morning, and just allowing yourself the quality of each breath. Allowing yourself to feel the sensations running through your body. Becoming aware of where you are in this moment. Breathing in and letting go. And when you're ready, bringing into your mind's eye something that fills you with joy. Something that fills you with so much joy that your heart leaps and bubbles with excitement. Perhaps it's a friend or a beloved. Perhaps it's a child or an experience that you've had. Something that brings a smile to your face and lights you up. Feeling those emotions running through your body. Feeling the electricity change within you. Allow this emotion to fill you like a cup, like a vessel, like a sacred being that you are. Let this feeling wrap around you like a warm blanket. This joy, this love, this excitement, taking it into every cell, every nook and cranny of your body. And then placing your hands on your heart, feeling that space beneath your hands, feeling that joy and that bubbling and that excitement, and expressing your gratitude for it. This blessing that you have created for yourself. Taking a beautiful deep breath in and exhaling it out. You are a creator. And you just took your body and brought it to another level. This level is now yours to create. Planting the seed within you to grow and to flourish. Only you know what kind of flower or tree this seed will become. But it lays beneath your hands in that heart. Follow its drum, follow its beat. You are magical, my friend. Taking one last breath together, filling to the very top of your breath, and then slowly letting it go. Gently wiggling your toes and fingers. And then as you're ready, coming back into this moment and gently opening your eyes.
Beautiful. That feels so good. Thank you so much.
No problem. I love that.
Yeah, I feel like peaceful and calm and centered and light. I love the bubbly energy. That was so good.
Right? It's just, yeah.
Mm,
Takes you forward in a new way. It takes you forward shining from within.
yeah,
And joy is contagious.
it
Just
is.
like I said, I smile to people in traffic. Walking down the street, now that you're on that high vibration, smile at people, make eye contact with people, spread that love and that feeling from within you, and you become a leader. You become in that moment someone who's making change in the world. Your ripple is powerful.
It is. I love that, and definitely encourage everyone who's watching now or in the replay to let us know how you're feeling afterwards. Like, I feel so much more, like, open to, like, expansive is how I'm feeling with the breath. Like, I feel like I definitely was more conscious of, like, how shallow I have been breathing recently, and it's like, yeah, it's like I've been doing things and busy, and it's like I need to take time to, like, really fill myself up with that breath instead of just, like,
Yes.
breathing from my belly.
Yes. Yeah, very important. We generally only breathe in the first third of our lung space, and you can't survive on that. It's like feeding yourself with breadcrumbs.
Yeah.
You slowly starve, and breath is the foundation for everything. Breath is what God gave us to remind us how to be infinite.
Yes.
And we take it for granted.
And
Yeah.
it's funny because it's like, if your next breath wasn't here, you would die within a couple minutes. Like,
Yeah.
people who have all their, like, lack mentalities and mindset, it's like, why are you worried about your next paycheck and this and that? It's like, you're trusting that your next breath will be here. It's
Yeah,
like that same
absolutely.
energy. It's like, everything will always be here at the right
Yep.
place at the right time. And to
Yep.
be able to like be centered in that energy that you're always being supported, like we don't have societal beliefs that are like, oh, is your next breath going to come?
Exactly. Right.
And it's like,
Yeah.
we can trust that our heart's going to beat and our
Yeah.
lungs are going to take in that oxygen. So it's so important to like be aware of those things too, to be like, we are infinitely supported by this beautiful
Yes.
breath. So I
Yes.
love that. There's so much oxygen in the world. There's an abundant supply. Everyone is abundant in their oxygen.
Everybody is abundant in breath. Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I love that. So for everyone who wants to connect with you after the show, I definitely am going to join the app. I'm like, that's awesome.
Yeah, everybody join the app. It's a
Yeah.
brand new app. So yeah, we just got it off the ground in January. So it's,
Yay.
yeah, super excited about that.
I love
If
that.
you want to connect with me on Facebook, I'm at Mollie Sommer Wellness. MollieSommer.com is my website. If you want to see everything else I'm offering, or Instagram, you can find me at Mollie Sommer Wellness as well.
Awesome. And do you want to put some of those links down below after so that they can conveniently click on it?
I sure can.
Awesome. And definitely let us know how this felt in your body, guys. Like I'm still
Yeah.
feeling so good from it. And I love to hear from you guys after the show. You can even just hashtag replay if you want to do that and you don't want to share. You just be like, I was here, I experienced it. And definitely feel free to share it with a friend if they need to like really calm and center into their well-being and really take that breath into their lungs and expand that space. I encourage you to share it with them as well. And thank you so much for joining the Love and Light Show. And I encourage you to keep making it a weekly habit in your life on Wednesdays and Fridays at 1 Atlantic, 12 Eastern, 9 Pacific. And thank you so much, Mollie, for joining us today and sharing your beautiful light in the world.
Oh, thank you so much for having me, Laura. It has been a pleasure, and I'm just so grateful that we got to connect on KBB, and
Me too.
you're amazing.
Aw, you're so sweet. You're so amazing too. So sending everyone so much love. Hope you have a wonderful week. Bye.
Bye, guys.